let's talk about Operation Raise the Colours. I love it. I love it because it's playing these leftists at their own game, isn't it? The ones who have sneered at our flag, said that it's racist, said that it's all about hooliganism, said that it upsets and intimidates people. And as soon as you say, but did you say, no, I think it's wonderful. I've never said that. Oh, I'm a patriot. Of course there's nothing wrong with our national flag. And so now Operation Raise the Colours is sticking it everywhere, as it should be. I love it. And it's just watching them all hand-wring and panic and sweat and obfuscate and come up with excuses why they've got to take them down. And the latest is the Labour-run council in, of course, LGBTQ Brighton, where they sort of had started to take them down, called for their removal, saying on the grounds of compliance with the 1980 Highways Act. Oh, right, yeah. Do the trans flags come under that same Highways Act by any chance, right. Brighton Council?
Yeah, well, there was a right old drama in Barrow today, because that is a scene of lots of raise the flag action, and there are rows of Union flags being hoisted on lampposts there, and it's all looking great. And you know, there's a real mood to do this in that part of the country. In that particular place in Barrow, there are a lot of migrants and a lot of tension over migrants in the town and the behaviour of those groups. And people were shocked to see what looked like earlier today the police using cherry pickers to go up and try to remove those flags. In fact, luckily, when we looked into this, the police were not doing that. They were erecting, supposedly, some CCTV cameras. But you can see that the mood, you know, is so febrile that any activity is likely to be overinterpreted. And I must say, if I'd seen cops up a lamppost fiddling around a flag, I probably too would have thought that they were up to no good, busy taking it down. But I think we can give them a pass on this occasion. And up and down the country, there are local authorities and other officials just wondering how to handle this, and, you know, very, I suppose, conscious that if they get it wrong, it can actually inflame things even further. Because our flag should not be at the centre of flag wars. It just shouldn't. It just should be a simple source of national pride. And I think the authorities would do very well to just sort of sit this one out, let people do their thing with the flags, and, you know, the whole thing will blow over. If you start tearing them down or making a big plot to try to find some ancient bit of legislation that might allow you to take it down, you're only going to wind people up further.
Oh, no, I love it. I also love the people who have managed to do that famous old thing they do every time it's St. George's Day and point out that St. George was Turkish. Oh, well, it's great. It actually represents diversity. It's like, oh, yeah, right. Go on, then. Now, this is a very unsurprising bit of information, which is we're paying a shed load of money because of Ed Zero's drive to destroying the entire electricity grid through the extra costs of wind farms. But it's not just the cost of paying the wealthy landowners to have these turbines on their green pastures for a ridiculous amount of money. It's not only the cost of buying them from Uyghur slaves in China, sending a big charity check over to Beijing. No, we got to pay for them to actually be turned off, because the way it all works, energy in the grid kind of needs a stable source of power. So if it gets super windy one day, it's going to blow the whole system up, so you've got to turn it off. And actually, if it's not windy enough and the things are stuck still, you need to have energy running through them so they still turn a bit. I mean, what is the blimmin' point of this stuff is?
Honestly, I think I heard this morning a headline that energy bills are about to go up again. And I just thought, you know, I think whatever it's called is about to increase the price cap. And I just thought, this is insanity. You know, you cannot have an energy poor country becoming a rich country. The two things are contradictory. In order for our economy to boom, we need affordable, or indeed, dare I say it, cheap energy. And we have these resources. We're just, for ideological reasons, being denied access to them, because this lot are absolutely messianic about the net zero agenda. And we're talking less about net zero at the moment because there's so much going on immigration. But the message really is beginning to cut through, I think, to people. For such a long time, it was really difficult to have this debate. All that happened is you got called a climate change denier. That still, of course, is the slur that is aimed at those of us who question this response to changing weather. But nonetheless, ordinary householders are beginning to recognise that it is completely mad that the UK has the highest electricity costs in the world.
Indeed, I couldn't have ended it on a better or more gloomy note myself, an appropriately gloomy note. Isabel, it's been so good catching up with you a whole hour as well. What a treat that was. She is still one of the greatest journalists this country has ever produced.